Hi everyone, this is Judy from Judy's Handmade Creation, and today I'm using the Addi Express Professional Knit Machine. This is the small 22 needle Addi, and I'm going to be making a draft stopper, one of the things that goes up under the doorway. And first I'm going to cast on the stitches. You start with the first 3 black needles to make a tube. So I'm going to make a tube. You put the yarn in front of the first black needle, and then you put it in back, in front, zigzag it back and front, back and front, back and front, back and front, back and front. Keep doing that all the way around till you get to the first, to the black needle. There you go, right there. Then you're going to put it in the yarn guide. You cast on like you normally would if you're going to cinch the ends together. And then you just go ahead and knit. So I have to knit like either 33 inches long, or I think it would be like 150 knitted rows. So go slowly so you don't drop any stitches first starting out. So this, you have to have 150 or 33 inches worth of knitted knitted. I'm going to show you how it knits, and then I'm going to come back after I get 33 inches or 150 rows knitted. See how fast it works up? This knitting works pretty quick. And you keep knitting until you get to 150 rows or 33 inches, or when it measures 33 inches long. So I'll be back when I get to the next thing that we have to do. So I'm going to go knit my 150 rows. I'm at 150 rows. Now I'm going to cut my yarn off. And then I'm going to thread my needle. And I'm going to cast it off. You can watch the video at the end of this one. It shows you how to cast off. So I'm going to cast off like I normally do. I'm going to open up the yarn holder. And I'm just going to cast off the needles. Cast off, turn the handle, and just pick up your needles. Pick up your thread in between the needles. And you're going to do this all the way around. And if you need to see this, you can check out the video at the end of, that's going to show at the end of here. It shows you how to cast on and cast off. And you're just going to keep doing this all the way around until you get to the black needle again. That'd be cast it off. So I'm going to cast off all. Let me put a little closer so you can see it. See where the needle dropped? You're going to pick that stitch off you're going to turn your handle and you're going to drop some more needles so you can cast it off. See how the needle drops down? And you're going to do this all the way until you get to the other, until the whole thing's cast off. I'll see you after I get this done, when we do the next step. You will have a long tube like this after you knit 150 rows. Knit it, or it's got to be measure 33 inches long, and then you're going to take and thread your needle, and then you're going to cinch this shut here. You're going to pull it to shut it up, to cinch it, and then you're going to sew that end. You're going to sew this end up like you would regular sew. Just go in and out of it and sew it up. Just sew it up. And I'll see you when I get to the next step. So you sew this end up. I'll see you when I get to the next step. You leave this end on. You're going to take this end and you're going to stuff it with some 100 polyester fiber fill. So you're going to take your polyfill and you're going to stuff it through this opening, through the other opening, because you already sewed this shut, this end shut. You're going to stuff it in there. You're going to stuff the whole thing. I'm going to put a whole bunch until you get all the way to the end. Just stuff it down in there. And I'll see you once I get all this stuff. I'll be right back and I'll show you the next step. I stuffed it with all the polyfill all the way up this end. This end was sewed together, sewed shut. So I got all the polyfill in here. It should be about 33 inches long for the draft stopper to go up under the door. And then you're going to take, after you get all your polyfill in there, the polyfill that we put, then you're going to just cinch it up. You're going to try to cinch that one shut. I got to get that little loop there. It's like cinch it shut. It's stuck right there. I don't know why, but just cinch that in. And then you're going to just sew that end in like you did the other end. I didn't know why that didn't go right. I didn't get it cinched right, but you can still sew it up. Just sew the end like we did with the other end. And then after I get this done, then I'll be back and show you the next step. So you sew this end like you did the other end. So you sewed this end up, you're going to weave some of this in through the inside. Just go ahead and weave it in like that. And then you're just going to cut it off. And then next you're going to sew on your eyes and embroider your nose. I'll show you the next step in a minute. You will need 2 buttons to sew for eyes. So I'm going to sew on the eyes. I'm going to show you how I do it. Just sew some eyes on here. I'll show you how I do one. So I'm going to put 2 eyes on here. So sew 2 eyes on here, like that. I'll see you when we get to the next step. Okay, I got my button eyes sewn on. And now I'm going to embroider a nose. And make a nose somehow. So make a nose. This is like embroidering. Just do like, I think they call this like a satin stitch. Make your nose and pink yarn. I keep getting that yarn. Yeah, embroider. Don't make it too tight because it won't look right. Make like a doggy nose or something. This is going to be a doggy. Okay, it should look about like that, the nose. And when I finish, I'll be back because I got to make the mouth. The next step is to make the mouth. So I'm going to make like, I'm going to do like a back stitch for that one, I think. Just do a back stitch to make a mouth any which way you want. Like the way I'm doing. And I'll see you when I get back. Just do a back stitch. I usually go like this. Go up 1 stitch. You know how to do the back stitch and embroidery. And don't make it too tight because it won't look right. Okay, I'll be back with the next one. So that's the mouth. Okay, we have to make 2 ears. So we have to knit 25 rows already cast on. I have to knit 25 ears. I got to make 2 of these. So knit up your 25 rows. You'll need 2 of these. So you have need 2 of these 25s, and then they have to be sewn on there. So I'll see you on the next step after I knit 2 of these of 25 rows. This has already knit my 25 rows, and you have to cast off like we did on the other project, and you have to cinch it shut. So I have to do another one like this, but I have to cast this one off. So gotta thread your needle, and then you cast this off. I'll see you on the next step. You need to make 2 of these for the ear, so to be the ear part, and they need to be sewn on here like this. All you do is just thread your needle and sew it on here. You sew these on. So you're going to make 2 of these, and these are knitted 25, and then you cinch, then you close the ends like you did with the first one. I'll be back in a moment. You sew them on like this. So it look like 2 ears. Sew one on, then sew the other one on. And that'll be your ears. Cute little draft stopper. It's supposed to be a little doggy, but just sew them on. Make your little loop. And then just weave this in a little bit and cut it off. And you got, these are supposed to be little ears, and it's a little door stopper. I'll put it by the door to let you see it. And there it is at the bottom of the door, keeping the draft out. I made that one. And I made this one a little longer. Here's another one I made. So I made 2. So they're cute little door. They're keeps the draft from coming up under the door. And I hope that you like them. And I hope that you're inspired. And look how cute they are. You can put legs or tails on it. This was inspired from redheart.com. That's where I seen this, but they put the leg and the tail on it. And I want to say thank you for subscribing. And thank you for watching. And I hope you like these, and I hope you understand how I made them. And these supposed to be little doggies, but they don't have the legs and the tail on it. So you can put like little legs and a tail on it, but they turn out good like that. I like them like this. What do you think? Do you like them? And this was done with the Addi, the 22 needle Addi knit machine. And I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Be blessed. Be kind to one another. Bye-bye.